Hi students, today we are going to discuss about human heart. Different types of valves involved here. Also different types of arteries and veins. Like what is the difference between pulmonary artery and artery, or pulmonary vein or vein, why it is called pulmonary. Okay, these things today we'll discuss in these lectures. Okay, our heart is four chambered, containing four chambers. These are atria and ventricles mainly, and left and right side is divided as left atria, left ventricles, right atria, right ventricles, like that. And our heart is mesodermal originated. That means from the embryonic layer, it containing ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. From that mesodermal layer, heart originated. Okay, now we are discussing the different parts and the transportation mechanism here in heart. Okay, already I draw a rough diagram of heart. Now here we are going to identify the different parts and their direction of flow. Okay, so this part, this is the right atrium, and this part is the right ventricles. Like that is the left ventricle. This part is the left atrium. Okay, these are the total four chambers. This right part containing deoxygenated blood, and this left part containing oxygenated blood. That means through the different metabolic reactions in our cells, this carbon dioxide is produced, and this is carried with the help of this blood, and these are released. Okay, first it come to the heart, then heart pump, and this goes to lungs, and in lungs this carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange occurs. Okay, and here these two are called as vena cava. Vena cava. One is called inferior vena cava. Another one is called superior vena cava. What is the function of vena cava? Vena cava carry deoxygenated blood. Inferior vena cava carry deoxygenated blood from lower part of the body, and superior vena cava carry the deoxygenated blood from upper part of the body. And first credit to these two carry where? To this right atrium. Okay, and from this right atrium, these are moved to right ventricles. Okay, whole mechanism, how it occurs, how this valve close, and at what time it close, these are all discussed in my next lecture in cardiac cycle part. Okay, here only we just identify the direction of flow, also the names of the valves, and the function of this pulmonary artery and normal artery, and pulmonary vein and veins, because this concept is required in the next part. That means in cardiac vein, we are going to discuss this cardiac cycle part. Okay, here we will not go in detail of this mechanism. That mechanism we will discuss in cardiac cycle part. And from this right atrium, now blood will flow to where? To the right ventricles. Okay, but between this atrium, valve is present. This valve is called as tricuspid valve. This valve is called as tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. Okay, and like that, between left atrium and left ventricle, another valve is present. This is called as bicuspid valve. Okay, these two valves, tricuspid and bicuspid, as a whole, these are called as AV valves. Also called as AV valve. AV valve. Why they are called AV valve? Because these are present between atria and ventricles. Atria or ventricles, maybe left or maybe right, but they are present between atria and ventricles. Okay, so commonly they are called as AV valve, atrioventricular valve. Okay, these are called as, full form is atrioventricular valve. Atrioventricular valve. Okay, or AV valve. AV valve means bicuspid valve, also tricuspid valve. Common term is AV valve. Okay. Now, another two valves is there. These are called as SL valve. These two valves are called as SL. That means semi-lunar valve. Okay, semi-lunar valves. Now, the blood which is carried with vena cava, now from right atrium, they move to right ventricles through this tricuspid valve. These are deoxygenated blood. These are deoxygenated blood. Now, right ventricle give the pressure. Then this blood through this semi-lunar valve. This one is semi-lunar SL valve. This one is AV valve. And these are now carry deoxygenated blood. And these are moved through this valve, through this, and they move to where? To lung. And these are carried by, this is called as pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Okay, this carried to lungs. Why lungs? Because in lungs, exchange will occur. It will release carbon dioxide and in return it take oxygen. Now move to the left side. Though we are discussing separately right and left side, but it occurred in the left and right side, it is occur the same time. That we'll discuss in the cardiac cycle part. But for easy understanding, now I am discussing first left, right part, then I am going to this left part. Okay. After that, from this they are moved to the lungs. Now, in lungs, it releases carbon dioxide and take oxygen. Now, from this lungs, this oxygenated blood, this is carried by, these are called as pulmonary vein. These are called as pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein now carry oxygenated blood. That means the blood having oxygen. Now they are entered to the left atrium. Now from left atrium, they are moved to the left ventricle. Okay. When that left ventricle give pressure, become contraction, then from here the blood will move through this semi-lunar valve through this aorta. This is called as aorta to the whole body system. Okay, now this is the circle. How it is occurs. First, summarize this all. Now first, from whole body system, through metabolic activities, it produces the carbon dioxide, and that is from whole body system, it is carried by this vena cava. That may be superior vena cava or inferior vena cava. Then that bring to right atrium. Okay, from right atrium, these are moved to right ventricles, and between right atrium and right ventricle, tricuspid valve is present. And when this right ventricle contract, then through this semi-lunar valve, they move to the lung through pulmonary artery. That means it is moved to lung through pulmonary artery. Okay, and this valve, this SL valve, this valve is called as pulmonary valve. That means pulmonary valve also come under SL valve. Now to lung, and in lungs it release carbon dioxide and take oxygen, and the blood become oxygenated, and that blood is carried through this pulmonary vein. Okay, to where? To left atrium, then to left atrium to left ventricle, and between left atrium and left ventricle this bicuspid valve is present. And again, when this left ventricle pump, it is moved through this aorta. There is another valve is present. This valve is called as aortic valve. This pulmonary valve and aortic valve as a whole called as semilunar valve. That means from this left ventricle, these are moved through aorta. Again, where? To the whole body system. And the valve present in this aorta is called aortic valve. That also come under semilunar valve. That means semilunar valve also containing pulmonary valve and aortic valve. Like this AV valve containing bicuspid and tricuspid valve. This is the whole process. Okay. Now, if you see here, this is artery, pulmonary artery. It carries deoxygenated blood, but normally artery carry oxygenated blood and vein carry deoxygenated blood. But here, if you see this pulmonary vein, that is carry oxygenated blood. That means it is opposite. Pulmonary artery is opposite to the function of artery. Like vein carry deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood. That means that why call it vein, pulmonary vein? Okay. Now see, if you see the direction of their transportation, this vena cava, that means these are the veins. They collect the blood. What type of blood? Deoxygenated blood from the whole body system, and that carry towards heart. The blood is flow, see the direction, towards heart. Okay, now after pumping from left ventricle, this is aorta. Now this aorta is again differentiated as arteries. That means now these are oxygenated blood. This is moved through aorta and then arteries to the whole body system. That means they move away from heart. Okay, then if you see the direction, then what is the vein? Vein carry blood towards heart. Artery carry blood away from heart. Okay, that is the difference, direction. Now come to this pulmonary. Pulmonary means, the meaning of pulmonary means lung. Okay, now here you see why it is called pulmonary artery. Though it is carrying deoxygenated blood, then directly we can call this vein also, but why not? See the direction. You see from this right atrium, when it gives pump, the blood is moved away. Okay, so if you see the direction of artery, that also carry blood away from heart. And here also it carry away from heart. From the direction, the name is given as artery. But away from heart, not to the whole body system. To where? To lung. That's why it is called pulmonary artery. Understood? Like that. What is the direction of vein? Towards heart. here also you see, it is carry blood towards heart, but not from whole body system like this vena cava. From where? Pulmonary. That means from lung. It carry blood towards heart, but not from whole body system. But from where? From vein. Sorry, from lung. That's why it is called as pulmonary vein, because it carry blood towards heart. Pulmonary artery, why it is called? It is carry blood away from heart, but not to the whole body system. Where? To lungs. That's why before artery it is given as pulmonary. They mention the position where it is actually going. That is pulmonary, mean that is lung. It is from where it is coming? From pulmonary, that is from lung. That's why the pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery name given, though their function is different from normal artery and normal vein. Okay, now up to here we are discussing all these valves, and next class we'll discuss the cardiac cycle. One cardiac cycle is completed in 0.8 second, then how these valves are controlling and in which chamber is closed, because you see nature has built this valves or this heart in a very beautiful way. If you see the direction, this is tricuspid valve. When it closes, when it gives pressure from this ventricle side, it will close and that valve is open. If you see the position, this is completely opposite. This is in this direction and this SL valve is this direction. When it gives pressure from lower side, when this ventricular contraction, okay, then pressure given from lower side, it will close, and if you see that one is in opposite direction and that valve will open. How it is control we will discuss in the next class. And here also if you see the position of this bicuspid valve and this semilunar valve, okay, this means the aortic valve, that is also the position is different. When it closes, all pressure is gone to that valve and this is open. That means these valves are made in such a way that they only allow to flow the blood in one direction only. They only allow to flow blood in one direction only. And how these all are controlled, we'll discuss in the next class in the cardiac cycle part. Okay, thank you.